It's the place you go when you finish your show. We're your two best friends. Our names are Max and Ben. We're self-proclaimed television experts. It's Reality Alert.
Hey, get the balloons ready because this episode was a party. Let me tell you, it was great.
What's popping, y'all?
Don't pop them. You should be giving them to little kids on the street.
I know that was rather selfish of her. Ben, I'm gonna be real about this.
Yes, please.
I was not impressed by that balloon wall.
It wasn't that great. I could see why Guillermo was giving her suggestions on how to change it.
For a second, I was like, whoa, who does he think he is? She is a balloon expert. How dare he come for the balloon master and come in? But then when I saw the final result, I actually didn't realize they were making a wall. I was like, what the fuck is this?
Why just a wall of balloons?
Then I was like, it's a wall. It doesn't even look like a wall. It looks like a protrusion of sorts.
Yeah.
All right, let's listen to this Kara quote from the first episode.
Okay, let's do it.
I live, breathe, and dream about balloons.
Well, you think if you think about them that much, you would know how to make a wall.
Yeah. Not good. You know what? I'm starting to get the feeling that she only makes these balloon arrangements so that she can pop them at the end. Because she seems really into the popping aspect.
She really did.
Like, I think that's why she was like, we're not giving these to kids on the street. This is my therapy. This is what I love, popping balloons.
We don't have the time. Then when I need more time to boss you around and not listen to you.
Oh God,
she has a kind of evil streak in her.
A little bit.
She has this kind of smirk about her. She's like, yeah, I'll you're saying I need to listen more? She's like, yeah, I'll listen. And then she kind of like smirks. She's like, I'm not gonna fucking listen to you. She's like, yeah, like people say I need to listen more, but then it's in one ear and out the other. Like, yeah.
I will say, if you view yourself as a balloon expert and someone is telling you how to do your balloon arrangements, I can see how that side of you could take over where you're just not going to listen.
Oh, I was jumping subjects. I just meant about her in general. About how he's like, you always boss me around.
But don't you think like, that's how it ramped up to that? Because they were talking about that in that brewery where the reunion was. And I'm going to guess that was part of it. And also the conversation with the boyfriend, too.
This was the next day. She was like, remember when he told me to like, he told you that like about the saying no thing? And he was like, yeah, yes, I feel like you bossed me around in the relationship. And she's like, well, are you saying that I'm not a good listener? You know? And he's like,
yeah.
Yeah. And she's like, well, okay, I guess I could listen more. And she's just kind of like, yeah, but I'm not. I don't fucking care about what you think or feel.
I have a feeling that no matter what he says, all she is looking at is those beautiful little baby boy lips that he has.
Yeah, I feel like she's just always fucking smirking. I just don't
think because she looks at him like a child, right? Like,
he's a beautiful young boy.
She doesn't.
Even his grandmother says how he has a sexy mouth.
She doesn't give a shit.
She can't stop looking at that mouth. That's what it is. How can you hear anything with those lips talking? Huh?
She doesn't give two fucks about what he has to say, and she laughs about it like in confessional. She literally says, like, of course I care what my partner has to say, but to an extent, it's in one ear and out the other. It's like, what?
Yeah. Well, I think it's pretty clear. Like, she definitely looks at him slightly condescendingly because of how young. Well, because of how young he is. You know what I mean? Like, the age gap, I think, plays into her not wanting to really listen to him and thinking that she knows everything.
Sanky panky.
Yeah. But yeah, I don't know. It's this episode was it was the gift that kept on.
It was amazing.
Drop kick that conversation.
End this conversation. It's my conversation.
Pop that conversation. Pop it with a knife.
No balloons for kids. Fuck them kids.
None. For adults only. Reunions only.
Now let's go get blackout like adults. Man, remember when they were kind of a boring couple and now they're just like
They're
the life of the
amazing.
party?
Well, it's because the balloons are back, Max. That's why.
Yes, we were worried that the balloons were never going to come back.
But now it's party time. It's party time.
Oh my god.
Amazing what happens when you add a few balloons to a wall, you know?
Oh, is that what they were doing? Making a balloon wall? I forgot what they were doing again because it was so bad.
It was really bad.
Maybe she started drinking.
Look, you don't want to fuck up that balloon wall. Otherwise, you'll be the most embarrassing person at the reunion.
Yes.
You know? It's...
But let's start with Eve and Muhammad. Ben,
oh boy.
Underwear Gate has happened. Do you think Eve...
Don't ask me any questions about this.
I'm sorry, we have to talk about it.
I hate this.
Do you think... I was talking to Maria about it.
Yes.
And we were like,
yeah.
Okay, because
I know where you're going with this already.
Okay, I'm just gonna say it.
Yeah,
when the conversation started and he was like, "Your underwear is showing," I was like, "Muhammad,
no, I know, me too.
Shut the fuck up, Muhammad."
And then
she turned around and her underwear was showing. You could see her whole thong, and
like
I was like,
"Big with thong, yeah."
I was like, maybe he's actually just doing her a solid.
Okay. Well,
no, I'm kidding. He definitely wasn't doing her a solid.
No, yes. The two things can be true at once.
I don't think. Well, okay. Maybe I'll just pose a question. World. No, maybe say maybe. I'll say maybe Eve didn't know.
I know. Well, that's
that her underwear was showing.
If my underwear is showing, I would like my wife to point that out before I go out, personally. But that's just me. I don't know.
Look, if Eve knew that her underwear was showing,
then all the power to her.
She didn't care.
100%.
Good for her.
100%.
The way that
she did.
The way that she was talking about it at dinner, she was like, Muhammad didn't like that I was wearing a dress because my butt was out. She wasn't saying Muhammad.
If Muhammad
didn't like that my dress was see-through and you could see my underwear.
You can't blame her for thinking that's the way he was intending it, because that's how he's been the whole time.
It's
but
just
also,
kind of funny because we have the camera shot.
Oh my god, the camera!
Black underwear.
I died laughing when the camera zoomed in on her ass. I was dead. I was like, oh my god, he's right.
The reason that you part of the thing of thongs is so that you don't have VPL, visible panty lines, you know?
Yeah.
I've been told.
Yeah.
Once again, we are not experts. We
obviously not.
Obviously not. But this is funny.
It was so funny. And what's funny is Muhammad,
he's like, your underwear is showing.
I think Muhammad's intentions actually were, I don't like the clothes you're wearing.
Yes, they weren't good.
Unfortunately, I think his intentions were bad. What's really funny and ironic about this is he probably could have gotten his wish if he had talked about it in a different tone and a different way. If he was like, "Oh, I thought you should know. You should go look in the mirror because your underwear is showing through your dress." And this isn't one of those things. It's not usually one of those things. I know I'm like that, but I'm just saying, like, you should go look. Just go look.
What a way to start off an episode. This is really the theme of the episode: miscommunication and people not knowing how to talk to each other.
Yes. The theme of all dating or
mainly this
shows.
this show. So we get to dinner, and Muhammad's his first impression that he says about the friends is that they're weird and that he doesn't like, and I quote, that their boobs are out.
Yeah. Yep. They all showed up naked, completely naked.
He didn't like
to test him. What do you think of these, huh? What do you think of this, huh?
I have to say, like, he is very judgmental of them.
Yes.
They are very rude to him, though, straight off the bat, though.
It's not the type of questions you ask the first time you meet somebody, but I'm starting to gather, since this is my first season of 90 Day Fiancé, starting to gather that this is a regular occurrence upon first
Yes.
meetings, because we also see this with Benny and Ariella later too.
Yes, but I mean, like, they're like giggling and like laughing at him and stuff like that. Now he has very
These producers are little devils.
No, he is very judgmental of them as well.
Totally.
But it seems that his views he mainly says like in confessional, and then he says like later, whereas they are just like, do you watch porn? Blah blah blah, and they're like laughing at it. And
they're testing him. They're testing him.
And I'm like, this is so, like, this is your friend's like fiance. Like, it's so fucking rude.
Yeah.
But great TV. Thank you for your service.
Well, and that's what I think it comes down to, is they're asking those questions on TV, because that's what's fun about it. But also, I do feel like they are being a bit protective here. They're wanting him to say what the limits are out loud in front of everybody, and get it out there so that they know, what they're dealing with this guy. Essentially,
it's interesting because he does say that as he's been there, he's trying to be more understanding, and he is being more understanding of the culture. But then later on, he's like, "Eve, you said you would change for me."
Yeah.
So are you?
Yeah. I don't know. When you're getting mad at the guy installing your bidet for being in the same room at your wife, I don't know if you're trying too hard. I really don't know if you're trying that hard.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm seeing a lot of incompatibilities in this couple, but don't worry, Ben. They'll be getting married at the end of the 90 days.
I'm sure
don't worry. They'll make it.
Well, another thing that jumped out at me, and this was like when they talk in the car later, is like when she's like, "You're so hung up on bikini shit, and you found me on Instagram from a photo where I was wearing a bikini, and so it was okay then. But now that we're together,
was it like #FitBot or something?
Yeah. Like, I mean, she makes a good point. It's very ironic that
I like when he says he doesn't understand why women don't want to be controlled. He's like, I don't understand why you women don't want to be controlled. I don't get it.
Weird. It's really weird, isn't
it? It's very weird.
I will say that porn question was savage. I loved it. I was like, how far are they willing to go?
They're going very, very far.
So what do you think about hardcore BDSM? What do you think about it? In favor or not in favor?
But it's all about the balloon wall,
Yeah. I was so excited for this when I saw she was making balloons.
Did you know that she was their class treasurer, homecoming queen, and cheerleader, and that I wasn't surprised by any of this?
Oh, I wasn't either. She definitely seemed like she was popular in high school and just life of the party. I mean, how could you not be, being a balloon person?
Yeah, and she's very she's really hoping that this balloon wall will make a big splash. Here's what she
wants to show everyone how successful she is, Max.
Yeah, this is what she says.
They're gonna be like, oh, 10 years later, Kara's making ass balloon arrangements. Cool.
Yeah, that's how you make people from high school think you're cool, making this balloon wall.
Definitely not a camera crew following you around. That's not impressive. What is impressive is that kick-ass balloon
is the
wall.
shitty balloon wall.
Is that what you thought was the bleeped thing? Because at first I was like, did she just call her balloon wall shitty? And then I was like, whatever. Oh, no way.
If I walked in, I saw the thing, I would just be like, so they taped a bunch of balloons together, and
I would. You want to know what? I wouldn't have even noticed it. I would have just walked in. That's why I was like, does she really think that people are going to be like whispering, all of her old friends from high school, did you see Kara's blue eyes?
I would have been to go to my we didn't have a 10-year high school reunion.
Nor
because
did mine.
Like no one would organize it, and then somebody finally was like, fine, I'll organize it, and then she was like, I'm not organizing it, so it didn't happen.
It doesn't
I
make
would be
sense.
so hammered to show up to mine, there's no way I would notice a balloon wall.
Well, of course, but also, like, for millennials, it's who has reunions from high school. We are all on social media. reunions don't need to be a thing anymore in this day and age.
Oh,
There's social
all
media.
Of the grades around mine did. So
It's
it was
so
just my
weird.
grade that failed. But
It's
I
so
went
weird.
to a small high school, and basically everybody like fucking you know, I went to high school like right outside New York City in New Jersey, and everybody basically ends up living in New York City. So the high school reunion happens at a restaurant in my town. So it's very convenient for everybody to end up at the high school reunion. So I think just out of like conveniency, it just like it's so fucking easy. And a lot of people stay friends with each other. So it's basically just like all the friend groups are just like, all right, we'll amass in one place. I think that's why it happens, but
I still think it's bizarre.
people just do it. It's just like a thing to do. It's like why high school.
Not from my high school. They didn't.
Yeah,
I don't know. It might just be because you were in a smaller one, but
I mean, especially because it's a small high school too.
yeah,
You
I don't know. It's
very
like
easy.
the whole point of reunions is because to catch up with people that you haven't seen in ages, but everybody already sees each other because of social media. Everybody knows what's going on in each other's lives.
But then you get to like talk to them about it.
But you could do that on Facebook.
Are you going to?
If you really want to like hang out with those people, all you have to do is like send them a message. And
but then
like,
you get to see a balloon wall, maybe. So that's really
well, that is a big
the
plus.
Part.
That is a big plus. If my high school did have a reunion and it was at a brewery, I would probably go. I'd be like, oh, at a brewery, okay,
yes,
I'll go.
It's all about the open bar. That's what really. That's the thing.
Absolutely. At the end of the day.
Guillermo says that Kara is really annoying when she is stressed.
Yeah.
And he really helps us by trying to tell her how to do her job.
Yeah. Well, look, you can't have any screw ups. The balloon business it's a very serious business. It's a very serious thing.
Yes.
You don't want to fuck up anything. So
yes,
she's right to be upset about it.
This is what really stood out for me from the scene. Kara says she hasn't super changed the core value, any of her core values since she was 18.
Damn. She's gonna want to take that one back later when it's revealed that she's cheated on people when she was 17 and 18. And she goes, but I was 18. And Guillermo's like, but you haven't changed your core values since you were 18.
Well, you know.
Which is it?
Yeah, she also like isn't exactly sure if she's only cheated on 2 people, so we'll get to that.
She must have gotten amnesia putting up a balloon wall. She fell off a ladder and she can't remember anything. Something like that.
How about
it was funny though how annoyed she was when he kept trying to tell her how to put up the balloon. She's like, "This is literally my thing. The balloons are my thing." Stop.
I was head ballooner of my high school. Okay,
I was voted most likely to balloon. Okay.
How about Jabri's radical grandma?
She's pretty rad.
She's pretty rad.
She does seem chill. She's got chill.
She does
vibes.
seem chill.
She seems to way chiller than Mahala.
Than her daughter. Yeah, way cooler.
How did that happen?
I don't know. The apple fell way far from the tree.
Isn't the child supposed to be a little more progressive than the parent? I don't know.
Sometimes shit gets flipped around.
I guess
upside down.
I guess so.
Yeah. So Jabri started this whole matching outfit things because they're their other halves and they're making a statement. Do you and Amy wear matching outfits?
Yeah, we wear matching bolo ties and matching boots and jeans. No, in fact, anytime we're wearing colors even close to similar, and there are times where I'm like confused because Amy will always go, what do you like? Now I got to change, or you got to change. It's too close. It's too close.
Why are you so afraid of letting people know that you're in love?
That's what it is. Yes.
Maria and I were watching this part together and we were like, we should start matching. We should let people know that we are each other's other half.
You should dress up like twins. Yeah.
Twinning. Let's go.
Now it is cute though. Look, I even though it's something I would never do in my relationship, I did go, that's kind of cute. I thought it was funny and cute. Like Jabri and Miona, you could tell they're pretty nuts about each other.
They were selling some of their matching jackets online, and I
Were
wanted
they?
to see if I could on like Poshmark and stuff. They were
The pink flannel one?
Yeah, some of like their different matching jackets, and I was like, I want to get some of them, but they were sold out instantly.
Of course they were.
Not that any of their stuff would fit me because they're both really tiny.
Damn, where my money go? Right to Jabri and Miona's wallet.
Yes.
Yeah.
Miona said she was wearing the wrong shoes. Why wasn't she wearing her pink cowboy boots? Those would be perfect for cleaning.
That would have been great, and it would have matched with the. But maybe it's because Jabri didn't have pink cowboy boots.
Yes. Oh, that was the problem.
Yeah, because they had to match.
And we did love the ponies. We did love them.
Shout out to the ponies.
Shout out to the ponies. They talk about how Mahala sucks because she does. She super sucks. Boo, Mahala. Boo. She sucks.
Talk shit about your mom. Talk shit about your daughter. This could be fun.
Yep, she sucks. Bring up the whole Jabri's like, let's get married here. Miona wants the beach wedding.
Yes, let's get married near this pile of horse shit. This is gonna be great.
Yeah, this is gonna be great.
I liked when she was shoveling in the barn, or what is that? What the stable? I guess is what they call it. Sure. And the grandma's like, this is a regular activity here in South Dakota. And she goes, all the more reason to leave.
Yeah.
I'm like,
Miona's not a horse girl. She's not a horse girl.
She's not like Allison Brie. She's not a horse girl.
Yeah. I like when Jabri's grandma says,
"We better buy some lottery tickets, Jabri."
He already has a lottery ticket. It's called the Black Serbs. Okay, okay, Grandma. They're gonna be famous.
Damn, where my money go?
Yeah, I thought this was a fun scene. I think Miona, she's gonna get that beach wedding. I don't.
She is. I hope she gets it.
I hope she does.
She's right. Why does everything have to be the Jabri way?
Yeah. I don't blame her for not wanting to get married next to the horse shit.
No.
Although that is your dream wedding, right, Max? To be near the
horse shit? Yeah, anything for ponies.
To be near the ponies.
No, when we visited the donkey sanctuary recently, the donkey people were like, we do weddings sometimes.
No way.
And like the donkeys will come and they'll like be at your wedding. And we were like, oh my God, like
destination wedding.
Me and Maria were but like they can bring they can bring the donkeys to like your wedding,
They'll bring them to Jersey or
no. But we're like, we could get some other donkey people, to come to like the wedding, and the donkeys will like bring the flowers down the aisle and stuff. But then we're like,
oh my God, they would be the flower girl and the ring bearer too.
But then we're like, wait a second.
This is amazing.
Wait a second. Hold on. No, like everybody, the whole wedding will just be looking at the donkeys.
Yeah, we will.
Including us.
They're going to need to hide the donkeys.
Wouldn't. Maria will come down looking so beautiful, but she'll be saying her vows, and I'll just be petting a donkey.
They'll be saying, "You may now kiss the bride," and then you'll go and kiss the little donkey.
I'll kiss the donkey. I'll hug the donkey. The whole wedding will be about the donkeys.
You're right. Could be pretty distracting, but it could also be the greatest memory of your entire life.
I would rather just go to a wedding of 2 donkeys than make my wedding about donkeys. So, can I pay to attend a donkey wedding?
Well, I was just going to say, what are you going to use your money for? Are you going to pay for your wedding or for the donkey
wedding?
Because you can't have your cake and eat it too in this instance, Max. It's too expensive. Okay? God. You got to choose one or the other. Are you going to pay to watch the donkeys get married, or are you going to pay for your own wedding?
Oh, let's start a GoFundMe for a donkey wedding.
Yeah, you probably should. Let's do it.
Let's do it.
We'll host it.
Yeah, donkey wedding.
By Reality Alert.
Yes.
People will be like, why do you do that? Why are you doing that?
Why wouldn't you?
Why wouldn't we?
Somebody
why are you asking this?
Somebody had to do it. Someone had to do it.
I'm really psyched on this idea now.
Yes. Emily and Kobe. Talk about two people that I don't like the way they talk to each other.
I don't like the way Emily talks to Kobe. I'm not a fan of it.
I don't, but sometimes
let him hold his goddamn child. Let him tickle the child. Come on.
Sometimes I don't like the way he talks to her either, though.
Well, I can sense his frustration, though. For fuck's sake, like she won't even let him near the child. It's
but when he does some bad things too, like when he's like, "Hey, I'm the better driver. Let me drive the car." It's like,
yeah, but wasn't that in reaction to her being like, "You can't drive my kid"? It's what do you expect? Of course, he's gonna get fired up after that.
No, he said that first.
He said it first, and then she said, "No, you're not driving."
Yes.
Really? I could have sworn it was the other way around.
Yeah, no, he said that first. He said, "Hey, let me drive. I'm the better driver." And then he said, "No, I should drive because it's my car and it's my first time in America."
All right. Well, she's got to give up the reins a little more. Like,
I know she's
being ridiculous.
She's like so controlling. And when they're talking, she's like, I don't think maybe we can ever sleep in the same bed together.
Yeah.
Because he just can't. Coben will never
insane.
fall asleep with you in the same bed.
Well, he's got to learn, just like being held by dad. He's got to learn. These are new things, and it's not transitions like that aren't always super smooth. This comes with the territory.
She keeps moving the goalposts. It's like, when are you gonna? And she's like, he's mad at me, but I'll just leave, and then maybe he'll stop being mad at me. It's like, why are you so like this? And she's like, well, it's because I'm a Virgo.
Yeah, because that gives you
there's no personal
dick,
responsibility to be this way.
Yep. I'm a Virgo, so I'm allowed to be an asshole. Okay.
Yes.
Good job. You know what, though? Now that you're mentioning the driving thing, I'm like, I know why she wanted to drive so bad. It's so that she could drive past that jewelry store and show him the jewelry
definitely.
Store. That's definitely it, right? It has to be. I liked how disappointed he was by so what's the name of the town again? Salina. Yeah. No, he was like, this is nothing like New York. Where's the Statue of Liberty?
Where's the club? No, it's so that she could keep. It's so that she didn't have to drive past the clubs. She didn't want him to know about the clubs in Salina.
Yeah. There's
a lot of clubs there, and she wanted to hide them from him.
He was like, where's the 9/11 memorial? I don't know. Where is it? She didn't want him to know about that either. It's all very difficult. No, she needs to have a little more patience with Kobe. Like, you got to admit, it's so fucking cute watching him play with that kid, and he's so excited about it and enthusiastic about it, and her mom just keep bringing him down. Like, and they're like supervising and being critical of like every little tiny thing that he's doing, and it's just like, yeah, give the guy a break. He's trying to bond with his kid, for fuck's sake, Well,
I know it's also just like, can't you like it's like some things it's just like you can like phrase it differently so it's not so like harsh,
condescending too.
Yeah. It's like the thing with the nuts, like you could have phrased it differently so it wasn't like so mean. You could be like, hey, like we're like doing this differently.
I leave you alone for one day.
Yeah, it's like
why
hey,
do you have to say that?
Hey,
that's
like
cool.
we kind of have a plan for like how we're approaching like feeding the kid, and like we're not doing nuts yet. Like
what other foods from Africa can we introduce to the kid that would work? Like let's have that conversation.
Being like, you're an idiot.
Yeah. God. That drove me nuts.
Pun intended? No pun intended?
Yes. No, actually there was no pun intended, but I love it now. Now I'm intending it. Oh. Ayo. Now we get back to Benny and Ariella.
Boring, this scene, besides the green card thing. But
you know what made this boring was the sisters, since they were talking over Skype, they weren't able to throw the glass of wine, at anybody. So like, they couldn't throw it at the computer.
I wanted a hand to reach the screen, like slap him, like, stop being naive, Benny. Stop being naive. He really is.
Bring Ariella into the room for a second. Ariella, slap him.
His head really is in the clouds.
Well, Well, he's got a dream, man, and he's gonna be kicking ass in the ring in no
Yeah,
time.
he's gonna be a super fighter.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're just like, hey, if it doesn't work out, you can get a green card. And wow, did this plant one of the dumbest things you could possibly say at a family dinner.
Well, we're not at that point yet, right?
Well, but this was where they plant the seed.
For what? Oh,
Well,
the green card thing?
In
Oh,
this
yeah,
phone
yeah.
call, as the sisters say, hey, you could at least get a green card out of this. And he's like, you're right.
Oh, Benny.
And I'm like, wow, this would be a good thing to keep to yourself.
I don't think the sisters expected him to go telling that to the family.
I didn't either.
If only they knew. They're watching the show and the sisters are like, oh, Benny.
We thought this would air like later, you know?
Oh, jeez. Yeah. Yep. So they're prepping us for this scene coming up where he ends up meeting the entire family of Ariella.
Yes.
So this is the preface for that. Otherwise, not much else happens in this conversation.
No, we get our brief Bilal and Shida scene where Shida says it's cold like dog nose.
Okay.
Does your dog's nose get cold?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's a normal thing.
Okay.
Yeah. Dogs' noses are wet and cold. Yeah.
All right.
It's a sign of good health in a dog, actually.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So Bilal says they're going to put the past in the past, and they go on this gondola boat thing, and they're both very happy. They say it's like living in a dream.
Yeah. Well, when everything is a prank, it really is like,
yeah,
it is a dream.
They've had such a wonderful first week together. Everything has been so magical. Everyone's been so happy.
Hey, he made up for all the wrongdoings with this little gondola ride in the river. So
in the
good.
cold, yes.
Yeah, in the cold. I do kind of feel bad for her though, because she's like, this is like her first moment where she's like really feeling it, and she's like, this is what I came here for. I'm finally feeling happy. And then she brings up the kids thing, and Bilal's like, yeah, I don't know. Maybe.
Well, at least he finally like kind of says something instead of totally like dodging it. You know, it still was. He was like, hey, he says it still in his evasive manner, but he's like, okay, he's like, we've only spent 7 days together. I want us to like prove that our love will work before I commit to something. And I'm like, okay, well, we're getting somewhere, Bilal. Instead of you totally not broaching the topic, you're like, you're giving her something to assess.
And I actually really liked in this scene where he starts talking about the fact, like, obviously I'm reserved and cautious because I've been divorced once already, and it was really hurtful, and it made me wonder if I was ever going to get married again, if I'd be able to fall in love again. And he starts like bringing up a lot of this pain and some of these insecurities. And I'm not saying that those insecurities justify the pranks that he did or anything like that, but it does, in my mind, I'm going, oh, I'm starting to see like emotionally where all of this shit is coming from Bilal, and why he like overcompensates a lot and does things he shouldn't do. It's because he's like coming from this pain from his divorce, and he's constantly afraid, and he's acting irrationally.
Yeah.
Stuff. Yeah.
He opens up to us. He's like, hey, like, he's like, I'm worried that like we'll get married and then we'll have kids and then we'll get divorced and we'll have like kids mixed up in a divorce. And like, I'm like worried about committing
totally
to that.
Get that.
And I'm like, why don't you tell her that?
Yep.
For fuck's sake.
You'd think that if he did, they would have aired it. So I don't know
For
why.
fuck's sake. No, he definitely hasn't, because she's so upset all the time.
It makes sense to me too. It's like, you just tell her that.
I'm like,
man.
oh, you make sense now, Bilal, but
yeah. Yep. Still
Bilal
doesn't excuse a lot
Bilal.
of his bullshit, but
no,
it's
still don't like the guy.
That's important to say.
He's still a big jabroni, man.
A jabroni.
Okay, Kara and Guillermo.
This is the best scene of the entire episode.
I want to I want to know if you caught this moment when it starts.
I already know what you're talking about.
Okay,
Yep.
I'm gonna play it. So the scene starts and Kara is just talking to someone
randomly
in the reunion.
He was like, remember when your mom punched you twice, like pop, pop, and you just fell to the ground? I was like, I do remember that.
What the fuck?
I'm gonna play that one more time.
Yeah.
So Kara's just talking to some random guy.
I'm so glad you got the soundbite. Oh.
He was like, remember when your mom punched you twice, like pop, pop, and you just fell to the ground? I was like, I do remember that.
Do you remember when your mom punched you twice?
Twice, and then you just fell to the ground.
And then you fell to the ground? Like,
and it's also fascinating that the bop bop sounds like popping of balloons too, by the way. A therapist could go for hours on that, by the way.
Well, if you remember, Ben.
Yes.
I live, breathe, and dream about balloons.
Well, yeah.
So, but of course she would think in pop pops.
But I'm sorry, but like out of context, which this is out of context, in the way we're hearing it, it sounds like her mother punched her twice,
or
she fell to the ground,
or someone else's mother. Wait, let's hear it one more time.
He was like, remember when your mom punched you twice, like pop, pop, and you just fell to the ground? I was like, I do remember.
Oh yeah, her mom punched her.
Her mom. He was like, remember when your mom punched you twice, like pop, pop, and then you fell to the ground? And I was like, I do remember that.
So she remembers that, but she doesn't remember cheating on Chris.
It's easy to remember assault.
Yes.
Or maybe the pop, maybe that's what gave her amnesia to where she couldn't remember.
It's rather casual, this whole thing.
It is. For assault is usually not a casual thing.
Okay, maybe it was in maybe it was boxing.
God, I hope.
Yeah,
we
I hope that it's okay. We need
I guess we are like joking a lot. I mean, I guess the reason we are is because the way she's talking about it is very casual and cavalier. I don't think that I'm having trouble believing that this is really malicious. I don't know.
Yeah, I'm hoping it was okay. Maybe it was in a video game.
Yeah. Please. I hope so.
But Kara is excited to show her baby boy off, but Chris with a K shows up, her ex-boyfriend.
God, I love Chris with a K.
Of course it was going to be Chris with a K.
Yeah. Does it stand for Kennedy, like Jamie Kennedy? Because
yes,
he had some Jamie Kennedy vibes a little bit.
Well, he was a jock in high school, but now he's a rapper. And after prom,
cool guy.
His mom caught them
clapping with
flapping
their hands.
With their hands, doing hand stuff, but not flapping hands.
They were making balloons, if you know what I mean.
I didn't know that Kara had a tattoo on her finger that said "not fussed." Why didn't this come up before?
It should have. Yeah.
This was an amazing detail. She's not fussed.
She's not. Not even after she gets hit by her mom twice. She's not fussed.
And Chris has a Rocco from Rocco's Modern Life tattoo that I spotted.
How did you notice that?
Because I was checking out his. Because when she
you were checking out her tattoo.
When she pointed out her tats, I was like, "Well, he has a lot of tats. What does he have?" And I noticed that he had a big Rocco on him. He had a huge Rocco on him.
This guy's amazing.
Yes.
I like how he talks to her too. He's looking good, bro. Bro, I'll get you on one of my songs, bro.
Yeah,
dude. I've just met this band. They're called the Black Serbs. We're collabing. It's gonna be sick. They need a rapper on one of their tracks.
I wish in confessional he would have like shown off some of his rapping.
Oh my god. We should look it up. Oh my god.
I like how Chris is like, so Guillermo, is Kara controlling? Just tell her no, bro. Just say no. Yeah. Chris doesn't see them working out though, because he doesn't think Guillermo is man enough. Like Chris with a K.
Yeah, I mean, no one's more manly than that guy.
He's alpha. But this is how Chris described their relationship.
I'm not even gonna lie, bro. We were up each other's asses.
What does that mean?
He said they were really romantic. They were like really in love. They were up each other's asses.
Oh, like that.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Yeah, I know. I needed some clarification on that too. I had never heard that before. Not like literally.
There's many different ways to take that statement.
Yes.
Yeah.
I was a little confused. But then he said that it turned out that she cheated on him with a guy in massage school. And now Chris has never trusted a woman again.
Damn.
And I love how Guillermo is like just totally on Chris's side. He is like, oh my God, Kara, like, how could you?
He turned on her fast. It was really quick.
Yeah, I'm like really quickly.
This is fucked up.
like he's not even asking like, is this guy telling the truth? Like he does eventually do that, but even instantly, he's just like, you did what? Wow, you're just a bad person.
You
for
popped
what you
his
did,
balloon heart
for what you did literally 10 years ago when you were in high school. Or like right after high school.
And when Guillermo was a beautiful baby boy.
Yeah, when I was 8.
When he was a beautiful little baby boy.
Yeah.
Back when his mom was kissing his beautiful, luscious lips.
I just love Kara saying, I don't recall. I can neither confirm nor deny that.
I cannot, plead the fifth.
Plead the fifth.
I have no idea what you're talking about.
I don't even know who you are.
It was so long ago. Just say, I cheated. I was an idiot.
I was young.
I was a child. I was a beautiful baby girl.
I have to go take down the balloon wall. I'll see you guys later. So
I can't be troubled with these petty things. The balloon wall, it waits me.
Both of you bust this table. Let's get going.
Come on. Let's go. We got balloons to pop. Oh, I keep searching at another window for Chris's raps, and I'm having trouble finding them.
Yeah, I thought it would be a little hard.
I'm really disappointed.
We get to Emily and Kobe, and we kind of talked about this. Emily's just happy to get out of there, but apparently she's working, so that's good because Kobe can't work. Kobe takes care of Coben, but Grandma is supervising.
I didn't like that. I didn't like that.
Yeah, I mean, he has a camera crew supervising him. Come on, guys.
He doesn't need it, though. God. The way she keeps, like, folding her arms and, no. You know, God, he's not doing anything bad. The kid he's
going to kill the kid.
Jesus.
The nut thing, Emily's rude. Yeah, we talked about it. It's just...
All I gotta say is it's real cute how excited Kobe is to play with Coben. I think that it's adorable. That's all.
If we just communicate better, people.
Yeah.
Ariella and Benny. They are having dinner with Ariella's parents and siblings. So apparently, the last time Ariella was in the U.S., things were not going well. So her family, particular siblings, do not have a good impression of Benny. Like her sister shared a wall with her and heard a lot of the fights and stuff.
Yeah, pressed her ear up against that wall quite a bit, I think.
Yes, as we all would.
I mean, you get to watch a 90-Day Fiancé in real life. So
yeah, that's what we all want to do.
Yeah.
So the sister went in. Thank you to the sisters of these families for causing the drama. She was like, what was going on through that wall? And Benny was like, I wanted to keep myself busy. So like I went to the club and blah, blah, blah.
He's tearing up during this too.
Yeah,
he's like
I love her so much. But the sister's not buying it. She's like, then why when I called were you never around?
Yeah. She pretty much calls him fake. She's like, well, that's something a mother-in-law likes to hear, but you're a fake, phony dick. So
the sisters do not like this. On either side of the aisle at this wedding, the sisters will not approve.
It's going to be a hell of a wedding. The I object moment is going to be insane. All the sisters are going to be fighting for it like they're fighting for the bouquet. I object. No, I object.
But Benny doesn't help himself here because he decides to bring up MMA fighting. They're like, so how are you going to pay the bills? And he's like, oh, MMA fighting, UFC.
I'm going to be a champion.
Yeah. Yes. And he says,
I will say, though, it's ironic, though, that the mom is asking, who's going to be paying the bills? It's like, you just put them in an expensive apartment, for fuck's sake. Like, come on, mom. What are you doing? And he can't work either.
Yeah.
Because the 90-day
Well,
visa.
they do say that, and they're like, she will have to. But then
golly.
Benny says some dumb shit.
Ah, Benny.
He says, I want to be a UFC fighter, whether I'm with Ari or not.
It's this guy. He just says the dumbest shit. He has no filter. There's no filter between his brain and his mouth. He needs to learn to just keep some things to himself. Oh yeah, she's hooking me up with a green card, and then I'm gonna find my other family and become an MMA fighter. It's gonna be awesome.
Yeah. My sister said that if she doesn't want me, she can just sign me up with a green card.
Jesus. Man.
Yeah. If she doesn't love me, she can just marry me for the green card. And Ari's like, I should be the prize, not the green card. And he's like, oh yeah.
Oh right. Who are you again?
Who? That was so awkward. Ariel's like, I feel that sometimes I feel like I love Benny more than he loves me, and it feels awkward.
Now, I'll play devil's advocate here. Is it possible that some of this is just language barrier and he's just really bad at articulating things?
I don't know.
Yeah. That's because I had to ask myself after, because I was like, you gotta be kidding me, man. This is like the dumbest shit you could possibly say. But then I was like, maybe he's just really like struggling how to articulate this stuff.
She said that at the beginning.
Yeah.
But these things towards the end, he said them pretty clearly.
And he does keep bringing up like the other family. But he also mentions often like, I'm not going to lose this family like I did the other one.
Yes.
So I think his intentions are for the most part good, but he's saying some stupid shit.
I would be a UFC fighter whether I'm with Ari or not.
That was so dumb.
And if she doesn't want me, she can at least give me a green card. And that is what the sisters said.
Do you think that when he said, I would be an MMA fighter whether she wants me to or not, or whether she's with me or not, right? It was with me or not.
Yeah.
So do you think that could have been just him trying to articulate, oh no, this isn't just because I came out to America. This isn't just because I'm with her. Like, I've always had this dream. You know what I mean? So like he maybe he was just trying to articulate.
Maybe.
No, I am serious about it. I promise I'm serious about it. It's always been my dream. But the way it comes across, the way he says it.
That is a good point. That could be it.
Oh, way he says it though is so damning.
The other thing, which is the worst thing, definitely, because we know from the other scene. Now it could just be editing mumbo jumbo, but
good, yep. But it's still just like, man, that's a big foot and mouth moment. Yikes.
Yeah.
Ooh. Yep. But he likes foot and mouth moments because he wants to be an MMA fighter. That's his thing. Really 22.
But then we're back to Guillermo and Kara, which is
a big Guillermo and Kara episode. I love it.
It was amazing. We're back to the scene of the crime, and they're popping the balloons.
Yeah, looks kind of fun. Not gonna lie,
it does look fun. You get out your aggression, and he's like, "Why didn't you tell me you cheated on Chris?" And she's like, "Who's Chris?"
I don't remember him. What?
Who? She's like, "Look, I forgot.
I had an accident when I was younger. My mom just pummeled me."
He's like, "How many times have you cheated?" She's like, "Twice, I think. 3 times, 5. I don't know. I get blackout a lot. We've been over this.
Not just from the beers, but from my mom. It's just rough."
I pop a lot of balloons. I don't know. He's like, will you cheat on me? And she's like, no.
If you keep asking these questions,
yeah, she's let me think about it. He's like, you make me feel like I have no power in the relationship. And her response is, and she's like, but that's why we're a great couple.
Her response was, go to your room.
She's like, I have all the power and you have none. I'm the boss and you're the baby. Together, we're the boss baby.
Now take your balloons, honey. Let's go.
Let's go.
You get 3. You could pop them at home.
Oh, and she's like, you're trying to change parts of me. He's like, I'm trying to. He's like, I'm trying to make you less of an asshole.
You know what though? I really do ship them.
I love it.
I really love them a lot. They're one of my favorite couples.
He's like, stop being mean to me, and she's like, no.
Nah. She's got that nice little smirk on her face. Nah.
She's like, nah.
You're so cute when you're upset. You're such a little cutie.
She's one of those good-looking people that knows that she can get away with anything.
Yeah. Well, and that's her, that's her beautiful little baby boy too.
Yeah.
So, yeah. She'll send him to his room if he talks back. Respect your elders, right?
Yes.
That's what they say.
Jabri and Miona, can you believe it's been awkward and tense in the house because of Mahala?
I can't believe that.
Yes.
Poor Miona has probably just got a laundry pile up to the ceiling, not one
yes.
down there anymore. Jeez.
That's why they're wearing matching clothes, because she's just been having Jabri buy 2 of everything.
And then Jabri will do the laundry for both of them, so that she doesn't have to run into Mahala. Mahala's just constantly hiding behind the washer and dryer waiting for Miona to come down.
This is slutty!
What's this? A jacket?
Mm-hmm.
Sweats?
Just can you imagine what Mahala would think of Eve and her friends?
Oh my god. Ooh.
I think Mahala and Muhammad would be good friends.
Yes, they would.
Very similar views on what women should wear.
Yes. Extremely similar.
Jabri is like, I need to go to Chicago because David, is it David?
Yeah, David. Mm-hmm.
David. They got this big opportunity for the Black Serbs, and Miona, she's kind of disappointed because she doesn't want to be left alone. She wants to spend more time with Jabri, and he's like,
hey, at least she gets to leave Rapid City, right?
Yeah, come on. So she's gonna go to Chicago. She agrees to go, but he's like, all right, if you come with me, will you be able to get along with David? And she's like, honestly, I don't know.
Yeah, well, it depends if he's gonna be a dick to me.
Yeah, and he's like, come on. And she's like, okay, I'll give him one more chance. And he's like, promise me. And she's like, okay, I promise you. And he's like, it doesn't sound like you meant that.
She's like, well, if you give me that beach wedding that I've been wanting, then maybe I'll be nicer to David. She's good. She brings up the beach wedding several times. Every time Jabri wants something from her, she's like, well, beach wedding.
Well, she actually kind of gets a point. She's like, I gave up everything. Now I'm living in South Dakota and living with your parents. And now we're dropping everything and going to Chicago when you want, in the middle of everything, and doing all this stuff. And like, all I want is a beach wedding.
Yeah.
Come on.
Yep. Take her to Lake Michigan, Jabri. Come on.
Yeah, make it happen, Jabri.
There. Come on.
I don't know how insane she wants this beach wedding to be.
Come on, just go up there in the dead.
How insane can this beach wedding be? Like, how many people does she want at this beach wedding? How crazy does we don't know how insane the logistics of this beach wedding are supposed to be.
Well, and all the celebrities invites that are going to be there too. They have the catering is going to be expensive.
Yeah, we haven't gotten our invite yet, so I'm a little confused about it.
Me too. Too bad.
She says that she hopes that David will cause a scene, which is really funny.
Oh, I think he will, based on the coming up
excited.
on.
I'm very excited, finally.
We've been waiting for this for a long time.
We thought it'd be Miona Oko, but maybe it's David Oko.
Yeah. Well, to be fair, John Lennon was also a huge dick to the Beatles. So
what?
It takes two is all I'm saying.
No, he was a huge asshole.
He's a huge asshole.
In many regards.
Just saying.
Yes.
Two things can be true at once. Although I guess Jabri would be the John Lennon in this, and he's really not a John Lennon type. But David would be the John Lennon.
So you're saying that Miona's gonna leave
Jabri
for
No, I'm just saying in terms of who's the biggest asshole.
Yes.
Because Jabri, I don't think he's an asshole.
He's a total Ringo.
Is that who you think he is? He's Ringo?
Well, Ringo's the nicest Beatle.
That's true. Ringo is a little sweetheart. He just lives in his little octopus garden.
He's a shiny time station, you know? He was playing with Thomas the Tank Engine.
He's got the songs that the kids love. Little kids like Guillermo. They like his songs. Oh, jeez.
How about even Muhammad? Talk about awkward. Could pop a balloon in there.
Yeah, you could.
Eve is like, you seem quiet. And Muhammad is like, were you not at that dinner that was really awkward?
Yeah. Yeah, this is a very cringy scene.
He was like, you seemed okay. Muhammad's like, no, I wasn't.
How frustrating would it be to argue with someone like Muhammad just with his tone? He's like, you know, I do not like when you wear bikini. Shut up! Stop acting so calm.
Are you going to choose a bikini over me?
He's like, yeah, he didn't like that she brought up the stuff about the clothing, and he was like, well, I told Tatiana about our fight in the summer about the whole bikini thing, and he is like, you said you would change everything about yourself for me, and she's like, that was never the fucking problem. And I just love Eve standing up for herself and sticking it to the man. That's right, Eve. You're a grown-ass woman, and you don't owe anything to no one.
That's right.
Muhammad gone through enough in life.
Muhammad keeps threatening in confessionals that he'll just go right home. He'll go back to Egypt.
Then go back home.
Go back then.
Eve deserves better.
Yeah.
He's like, I'm not marrying someone wearing a bikini. Then go home.
Yeah. He needs to bend a little too, because I tell you what, she's compensating a lot. She's trying to meet him halfway in many ways. She's not drinking. She's not eating certain things. Like, she's sacrificing a ton in a country where that's not the culture at all. And I get it that might be the culture in Egypt, but like, she's sacrificing a ton. It doesn't really seem like he's sacrificing as much. He's not.
Yeah, he's like, you can do whatever you want, but then we're not getting married. And she's like, whatever, I'm gonna go sleep on the couch. And I was like, that's right, Eve. Yeah. Hell yeah.
Yeah. He should be sleeping on the couch, not her.
Yeah, but it's like, don't even fucking deal with that bullshit. It's like, whatever.
Go to your bidet. Oh. But they're all going to get married, right?
Yeah, they're all going to get married. Everyone's going to get married and they'll all live happily ever after and have 8 kids.
I don't think that's what happens based on some of these spin-off shows I've been seeing.
Nah, they're all going to get married.
And live happily ever after.
Yeah.
Man, that was a good episode, though. That's going to be hard to top. It's going to be a tough one to top. But if the Black Serbs, if anyone can do it, it's going to be them.
Yeah, I think next episode could get a little cray cray.
Yeah, Looks like next episode we're going to see more of Patrick and John.
Yeah, I missed them. I missed
Thais.
hearing about Sex in America and stuff.
It's very exciting. Very exciting.
Yes.
Yep. I just miss my boy John. I need to hear his thoughts after the Celtics won their Game 7.
Who am I going to root for? It's disgusting. I mean, I have to root for the Warriors.
Uh-oh. Do you see that? We just lost half our audience. Oops.
Terrible. It's disgusting. The worst thing ever. Anyway. It's awful. Go Yankees.
Go Yankees. There you go. Yeah. You got that in. You get one every episode, don't you?
Yeah.
Oh, no, I'm Max, I'm really falling in love with the show. I wish the whole season was already out so that I could just like binge through it right now.
Go Yankees.
Yes.
But I'm loving it. I really am.
Well, we're not gonna be we have a podcast week off next week, so we'll figure that out.
Possibly maybe next Wednesday night we could maybe record it. So we'll see. If that works for you. We'll talk about it off air.
Talk about it.
We don't need to do scheduling stuff
yes.
on air right now.
Yes. But letting you know that might happen, but it might not. So
there's a possibility we could drop one
off.
next Wednesday, but otherwise two the next time. Yeah.
Yes.
Yep.
Or something like that.
Something like that. We'll make it happen.
Or
it's all good.
Figure it out. Just letting you know.
Don't worry about it. Okay.
Yes.
Would you get off our asses?
Yeah.
Listeners?
Okay. We deserve time off.
Folks, we got a lot coming up this week. Lots of interviews. We saw the conclusion of 3 shows that we covered last week. So now we're interviewing a lot of people from those. We're interviewing pretty much everyone from Temptation Island this week. We're interviewing a few people from The Circle. Tonight, you can join us. Today is May 31st. If you're watching live, join us tonight at 8:30, or is it, or 9:30?
8:30 p.m. Eastern.
8:30 p.m. Eastern time. We're going to have Alex Brizzard from The Circle on. That's going to be a fun interview. Also, Patreon listeners, today we have a new episode of Reality Rascals dropping. Minimum tier for that is only $5. You get weekly content for $5 a month. So check that out. We're going to be covering I Want to Marry Harry, an old show where they dupe a bunch of women into thinking that Prince Harry is going to marry one of them with a lookalike. So we covered that.
It really happened.
It really happened. It's really a show. So check that out. We covered it. It's going to be fun. Otherwise, yeah, join us all week. Check our socials to see our schedule of who we're interviewing when. You name them, we're probably interviewing them. It's a big week. So, yep. Anything else, Max?
No. Bye.
Bye-bye.
It's the place you go when you finish your show. We're your 2 best friends. Our names are Max and Ben. We're self-proclaimed television experts. It's reality alert.
I'm not even gonna lie, bro. We were up each other.